So Doja Cat, as I'm sure all of you know, is like one of the most famous artists in the world. She's got 12 million subscribers here on YouTube. If I look up Doja Cat on Spotify, she currently has 76 million monthly listeners. So she's like actual pop star, like The Weeknd tier status, Post Malone status. She's up there, okay? She's getting an insane amount of monthly listeners. She's extremely famous. I mean, just for a little context, she has more monthly listeners on Spotify than Kanye West. Kanye has 58 million and Doja Cat has 76. So she's super, super famous. And apparently she's a Sam Hyde fan.
Dressed like a little boy, playing peekaboo. Whoever told you it was funny, he was geeking fool.
Now, a lot of people from sort of my side of the internet have been saying like, well, we could have seen this coming from this and this and that. As someone who's not really familiar with Doja Cat, I could not have seen this coming. But this news came because she made an Instagram post with this picture yesterday as of me recording this. Here we have a pop-based tweet that says, Doja Cat deletes and reposts cropped photo after being called out for wearing a shirt of alleged neo-Nazi comedian Sam Hyde. I wonder if they're alleging him of being a neo-Nazi or if the allegation is that he's a comedian. But here we have her right there with the classic Sam Hyde shooter shirt. This is from the video from like 2015 where he and Charles are shooting guns together. I think it's called like Jon Stewart Comedy Stephen Colbert or something like that. I think it was on the $1 Million Extreme 2 channel back in the day. But she posted this yesterday. I could hardly believe my eyes, and then she took it down and reposted it cropped over here. So here she says "cum dumpster," and then here she reposted it. But she reposted it with a bunch of emojis. This is her response. The emojis are her response. So I guess she's like being a little sly. But obviously Doja Cat is an extremely mainstream and famous celebrity. As soon as people found out she had anything to do with Sam Hyde, she got in deep shit. When I say deep shit, like people on Twitter are mad at her. Is this actually going to amount to any like material harm to her brand or any like loss of money? No, it's not. Her label's not going to drop her or anything for wearing a t-shirt, especially because like, I mean, Doja Cat is a woman of color as far as I'm aware. So like, it's kind of ridiculous to call her, you know, a white supremacist or whatever. But right now, that's what a lot of people are doing. They're really mad at her. Here we have this person, which I'm pretty sure is trolling. This guy says, I've heard about him. He was accused of getting away with mass murder shooting, but I don't know if it's true. And this is like a narrative that's being posted a lot. A lot of people are saying that she posted a photo with a mass shooter or a photo of her wearing a shirt of a mass shooter. I think these are people that don't know who Sam Hyde is or have only vaguely heard of him, and now they think that he is actually like, you know, the perpetrator of a mass tragedy, which obviously is a hoax. It's happened a few times back in the day with news articles and different outlets reporting that, oh, Sam Hyde did this. He's the suspected shooter, because people on 4chan think it's funny to troll and say that it's him. Here we have this person saying,
leave that white man.
Because Doja is currently dating a white guy, and Doja says he's me as I type this. So clearly she does not care to give in to these people. And why should she, right? Like, she's just posting a picture of herself with a funny shirt on. There's no responsibility she needs to take for anything. She's not like a political activist. She's not like a speaker or anything like that on like world issues. She's a musician. She makes music. So obviously musicians are complicated people. Sometimes they may like stuff that you don't like or agree with, and one of those things may be Sam Hyde. And the idea that like Sam Hyde is like this super obscure thing that like you have to really be in the know to know about. I mean, Sam is like one of the most searched people on the internet of the past few years. He's extremely famous. There's no doubt in my mind that Joe Rogan and Mr. Beast know who Sam Hyde is. Now, they probably won't collab with him ever. They probably won't do a podcast with him or whatever, because he is a little bit too controversial for them, I would say. But they definitely know who he is. Everybody knows his name. Fish Tank was massive, okay? Fish Tank was huge. The streams he was doing on YouTube, he was like the second most super chatted streamer on YouTube at the time he was streaming. Like, there's no doubt that Sam Hyde is a cultural mover and shaker, okay, in today's landscape. So the idea that Doja Cat in particular is a fan, like a lot of people say, it's not that surprising. To me, it is surprising, but you have to keep in mind with celebrities, like, these are real people. And what does the average person spend a lot of their time doing? Watching YouTube, going on TikTok, going on Instagram, going on Twitter. Even some of them go on 4chan. And so Doja Cat may be one of those people. But just like any other person, like, she can have very different tastes from you. She can have very different likes and wants. She can have a lot of free time sometimes when she's on tour, probably, I imagine, when she doesn't have a lot to do, to just like go and watch YouTube. And apparently one of the things she's been watching is Sam Hyde videos, okay? She's watching World Peace. This person, I don't really know who this is. On Some Pack says, imagine being a pick-me for incels. Like, Doja Cat's really trying her best to be canceled and unfamous again just so she can get back to those racial chat rooms full time. Now, as far as racial chat rooms, the thing that this person's referencing, I believe, is this. Here we have an article from the BBC from 2020. It says, Doja Cat denies stripping for white supremacists and using racist insults. Pop star Doja Cat has denied taking part in racist conversations online and apologized for a song that appeared to mock victims of police brutality. brutality. The star took to Instagram to address several accusations, including the suggestion she had stripped for white supremacists in a video chat room. While she called that allegation 100% incorrect, the star admitted to dumb behavior in her past. "I'm sorry if I hurt you or made you feel in any way upset," she told fans. She seems to be kind of not really caring how she makes people feel nowadays. Maybe that was just like a PR statement she made, but I'm personally of the opinion that like you shouldn't have to apologize to like anyone for hurting their feelings online. Like if somebody gets mad at you for something you did privately, you're under no obligation to like feel bad. Like they went out of their way to be offended by something you did that you didn't even want them to see. Now keep in mind this is a little different. I mean, she's accused of stripping for racists online. I don't really know if that's real, but I've seen no evidence to confirm that allegation, and I doubt the BBC has included the stripping video for us to see. The controversy was triggered by the emergence of an old song under the title "Didn't Do Nothing," a term used to disparage black victims of police brutality. Wait, did she made a song called "Didn't Do Nothing"? How did I not know this, dude? That is kind of like she was watching some Mr. Medicare back in the day, I guess. So Doja Cat "Didn't Do Nothing" lyrics, reaction/review. I bet that guy did not like that song. "So I'm black. The song is in no way offensive unless you want it to be. The message of the chorus is that black people can make bank and be innocent regardless of how you refer to us." If you guys would read the lyrics of the song, you'll see she's not mocking the term or black people. She's talking about what people have called her. She's trying to make a spin of sorts on that term. I think people are taking the song the wrong way, so it seems like people weren't even that mad at the song. It's really just journalists blowing the portion because they love to do that. Some people have claimed the lyrics referred to Sandra Bland, a black woman who died in police custody in Texas in 2015, although Dlamini, which I think is Doja Cat's real name, never mentioned her by name in the song. Subsequently, footage began to circulate of the singer participating in a video chat room on the site Tiny Chat. She was on Tiny Chat? Bro, that's ancient lore! Making sexual comments to men who are reportedly members of the alt-right/incel community. I assume this is the video I'm supposed to be looking at. Where is she? Where is she? Is she in the middle? Is this her?
Sunk a dunker, you can be anybody.
Hey, ADD, why didn't you want to know what I learned today, man? Why you have to focus in on the beautiful lady with another comment?
I learned that we could have been anybody.
Hey, ADD, you look Arabic, are you? Oh boy. I learned that we could have been an F-buddy. What? ADD, has anybody ever told you that you look Arabic?
Is anything even going on in this video? It seems like relatively innocent.
Would you feed a tube into my ass? Funnel at the end and pour all types of liquor down there.
Is that her? That must be her. Hi, can you tell me more about Doja Cat's lives on Tiny Chat? What did she used to do and say on there? She used to be there all the time chilling, smoking. I read some stuff about her being friends with racist users and saying the N-word. Wait, okay, what race is Doja Cat? Doja Cat race. Doja Cat's biracial, embodying both her South African and Jewish American heritages. Wait, I thought South African like black, right? Is she black? What race is Doja Cat? Why did I think she was black? Can she not say the N-word? Is this illegal for her to say? Yeah, she was cool with people in Red Pill, which was for racist trolls herself. She was cool with people in Red Pill. She used to show her dildo on cam. She stripped for my homie who was one of those trolls. I don't judge her though. I was today years old when I found out Doja Cat was stripping for alt-right incels and making fun of black men on their racist Tiny Chats. Like, girl, we have some questions we need answered. I don't see who cares about any of this. Like, did she actually do anything wrong? Like, okay, she stripped a few years ago on video chat for some 4chan people. Am I really supposed to like be mad about this? She's a music artist. Like, I'm not holding her to like some crazy moral standard. If she does something horrible where she like abuses someone, I mean, that's one thing, but she's like in a weird chat room, I don't really care. Subsequently, video footage began to circulate of the singer participating in the video chat room site Tiny Chat, which we just saw. In a statement posted to her Instagram on Sunday night, she tried to put the videos into context. I've used public chat rooms to socialize since I was a child. I shouldn't have been on some of those chat room sites, but I personally have never been involved in any racist conversations. I'm sorry to everyone I offended. The singer, whose father is South African actor Dumisani Dlamini. Let's see her dad. Okay, so this is her dad. Why do they say identifies as black? Like, she is half black, no? Is this not a black man? Am I missing something here? Went on to say she identified as a black woman and that she was very proud of where she came from. She confessed to writing the song Didn't Do Nothing, describing it as a response to people who often use that term to hurt me. However, now she accepts it was a bad decision to use the term in my music. I feel like you just don't have to apologize to these people. You didn't actually do anything. Like, you just made a song. Hours after publishing her statement, the singer took to Instagram Live, describing the text as an edited piece from me and the people I work with, promising to use her live stream to address the controversy in detail. Okay, yada yada yada. Who cares? Who cares? But obviously people are digging this stuff back up right now because well, they don't like that she's wearing a Sam Hyde shirt. So now everything from her past is like fair game, basically, to call her a racist incel pick-me, basically. And I feel like she's not really trying to be a racist incel pick-me. I feel like she's just trying to post a picture in the shirt that she likes. Is it that big of a deal? We can't afford to give high-profile celebrities the benefit of the doubt while fascism is fascism really on the rise, bro? Is fascism really on the rise? I feel like it's not. I feel like it's not. I feel like these people live in a fantasy land. We need to stop trivializing Doja Cat's conduct as edginess and be clear that she's a Nazi sympathizer? I wonder how history books will look in 100-ish years from now. They'll think you're all stupid. Idiots, dude. History books in 100 years will talk about how every Twitter user is needs to get a job. Rent is due for all of you people, okay? Here we have the same guy posting this meme. Yeah, that's why I'm pretty sure he was trolling. It says old MDE fan. Here we have good old Elliot, I guess, or rather bad old Elliot. I never even noticed, is this guy always in this picture? Here we have Adam Lanza, and here we have one of the Columbine bros. Here we have new MDE fan. We have like some Karomi stuff and like an e-girl posing. We've got Doja Cat. We've got some other girls, I guess. Basically just showing that like the Sam Hyde fan base has shifted from being kind of like underground, only being appreciated by like schizo white dudes, to being appreciated by pretty much everyone under the sun. I mean, he's blowing up. He's going mainstream. Once again, like, pretty crazy that Doja Cat, of all people, like one of the most famous artists in the world, is signal boosting Sam Hyde. The fact that this is Doja Cat's reaction to getting called out for wearing a shirt with a neo-Nazi on it after knowingly purchasing and willingly wearing it. You don't walk into a store and buy a shirt with a neo-Nazi on it. It's something you actively seek out, by the way. I mean, I guess, but do you guys even know who Sam Hyde is? Do you guys think he's like a political activist? Like back in 2016, undoubtedly, okay, there's no way you can argue with the fact that he was not sort of in those far right circles, okay? There's no arguing with that. Some people will cope about that, but he definitely was. But like, he's just a comedian now. Like he really is just a comedian. Am I supposed to say that Doja Cat is racist because she wears a shirt from a comedian that she likes? I would say no. And also, the reason she's responding this way is because she doesn't really care what you guys think. Like, she doesn't have to care what losers on Twitter who spend all day typing bullshit and don't actually have real jobs care. She's a multi-millionaire. She probably has $30 million in her bank. Why would she have to care about what Scream Slasher with an Olivia Rodrigo profile pic thinks? She doesn't have to care. And that's why she's mocking you guys with these little emojis, okay? This person who has a Drake profile picture, kind of a fruity, zesty Drake profile picture, says, I'm over Doja Cat's antics. She's literally wearing a t-shirt representing a mass shooter. This is the picture of the alleged shooter at Stoneman Douglas High School. The suspect's name is Sam Hyde. Why are people still falling for this? Like, do they just have like no brain? Like, you can't do one Google search to figure out this is fake? Obviously, this guy is not the perpetrator in a mass homicide. I feel like that's pretty easy to figure out, but these people's like brains are just melting into the floor. Now, we also have this Insider article from Insider.com, the most trusted source. Doja Cat's being slammed online after wearing a t-shirt featuring a comedian with links to the alt-right and neo-Nazism. Representatives for Doja Cat did not respond to a request for comment for Insider made outside of normal working hours. Yeah, why would they want to respond to you? Nobody gives a what Insider thinks, okay? Newsflash, nobody gives a shit. Hyde co-wrote $1 Million Extreme Presents World Peace, a sketch comedy show that premiered on Adult Swim. Pitchfork reported that the show was canceled after one season following criticism that it promoted racism and sexism and shared bigoted views. In 2017, Hyde also pledged $5,000 for the legal defense of the founder of the Daily Stormer website, a neo-Nazi publication. I mean, yeah, that's not good. That one is not good. I don't know what else to say. That's not good. But I also feel like she can wear her shirt. Girl, get it together. This isn't cute or funny. One user wrote on Instagram, I think she wants her career to end. Another user posted to X, formerly known as Twitter. I feel like these people ascribe way more meaning to their words and like their influence than actually exists. Like, they think they actually shape public discourse. Nobody cares what people on Twitter think, okay? It does not matter. It's not going to affect her brand deals, her sponsorships. Her label's not going to drop her. She's Doja Cat, okay? She has 76 million monthly listeners on Spotify. If you look up her name on Spotify, okay, her like most popular songs have billions of plays, okay? 1 billion plays on multiple songs. Why would she care what you think about anything? She doesn't have to care. You mean nothing. You're just a little whining, annoying bitch on Twitter who cries. That's all you people are. You're nothing. And ironically, by getting mad about this, you're only giving more attention to it and probably making Sam Hyde even more famous than he was already. Now, here we have this account called Stained Fool, who I'm mutuals with. Apparently, I don't know if this is real. Apparently, she messaged him and said MDE never dies, which is like, is this real? Is this actually a real thing? Lotan says, is this fact or cap? And this guy says fact. I don't know. I don't know if this is real. This seems fake to me, but if it is real, that's super crazy. The emotional abuse allegations surrounding Doja Cat's boyfriend. So this is like an older article about her boyfriend, which is like people from the people of color community are blaming her white boyfriend for getting her into Sam Hyde. Basically, he's had like accusations of emotional manipulation. I don't even know what that means. I honestly cannot be to read this Rolling Stone article. And that's like now being tied into this whole thing as like part of the situation. It's like, oh, Doja Cat is a white boyfriend, her man ruining her, but also she racist AF now, right? That's kind of the messaging being pushed here. And ultimately, none of this stuff's going to mean anything. None of it's actually going to go anywhere. It's just going to be people crying about stuff that ultimately doesn't really matter. But if you go here, we can see Sam Hyde tweeted out extremely hyper. Is this a slur? Can I say that word out loud? Whatever that is, the F up right now. He actually put this shirt on sale for the first time in a few years years. I think this shirt has been like out of print for like years and years, and now it's for sale again as a result of the Doja Cat thing. I mean, these people are just gonna make Sam Hyde a bunch of money, basically, right? That's what they're gonna do. And if you go to his site, sure enough, yep, the shirt's for sale, $38. Like, obviously, they're gonna make a serious bag off this. 3,000 likes on this tweet. If you see a bot selling fake merch, please be kind of report it. Yeah, so obviously, like, this has only made him a bunch of money, right? And ultimately, this is just gonna promote other projects that Sam's working on, like Fish Tank, which Fish Tank Season 1 was really good, by the way. That was great. Obviously, Jet is gonna be doing Fish Tank Season 2 pretty soon. I believe it goes live in December, and here they're actually raising money for like a company. They've raised almost $700,000 in just a few days for this company that they're doing, the Fish Tank Company. I guess they're planning for it to be like a 10-year project. Overall, like whatever you think about Sam Hyde's past, like undoubtedly you cannot deny that in like 2016, there was some crazy political stuff going on. Okay, Sam Hyde was definitely connected to the alt-right. Okay, you cannot deny that. But like, I think that if you want to separate the art from the artist, and you can like separate that a little bit and just enjoy the stuff he does, I think there's nothing wrong with that. And like, Doja Cat wearing his shirt should not matter to anyone. Okay, the only people it should matter to are Sam Hyde fans who are like hyped that he's getting more attention. This should not matter to anyone, bro. Nobody should care about this. So yeah, that's about gonna wrap up what I had to say for today. One thing I find pretty funny about this is like, with all the people who are inspired by Sam Hyde, like let's say iDubbbz and Ethan Klein, for example, like they're kind of on the same level as Sam is now, right? Like they're pretty famous on YouTube. They have mainstream connections. Obviously, they're both friends with Joji or, you know, Filthy Frank or whatever. But even on top of that, I mean, Post Malone is like friends with Ethan Klein. Oliver Tree, who's a famous artist, is friends with Ethan Klein. And then you have Sam Hyde, who's being shouted out by like Doja Cat, basically, right? She's signal boosting him a little bit. She's shouting him out. Like, both of these people had very different paths. Sam was like off YouTube for a while on Gumroad recording videos that were like, you know, a little bit schizo in his truck talking about life advice stuff. Ethan Klein, meanwhile, was killing it on YouTube at the same time. And like, here we are years later, and like the end result is like they're both kind of just in the same place. Well, not the same place. I mean, obviously Sam has a more loyal fan base because he does stuff that's a lot more impressive than doing like a podcast every week. He's doing World Peace 2, he's doing Fish Tank 2. There's a lot of stuff going on. He's doing Mondo Megabits. So obviously he's like got sort of a more cult fan base than someone like Ethan Klein. But, you know, regardless, like, he managed to claw his way back into the mainstream after being, completely shunned after being canceled off of Adult Swim. And now he's like back on top, getting like a ton of money, getting a ton of new fans, being shouted out by famous artists. It's a weird world we live in, to be honest, man. Honestly, back when he got canceled around 2016, I thought he was done. I thought we would never see mainstream Sam Hyde again. I thought he fell off and that was it. But since like 2021 and onwards, he's just been climbing and climbing and climbing. And it seems like we're kind of in a new era of Sam Hyde, a renaissance of Sam Hyde content where he's really blowing up, and it's pretty crazy to see. Anyway, that's about going to wrap up this video. If you liked it, leave a like. If you disliked it, leave a dislike. Be sure to leave some comments down below letting me know what you think. And if you liked this video, consider becoming a member. For $5 a month, you get access to exclusive podcasts, unreleased videos, and the members-only Minecraft server. Thanks so much to all of my YouTube members who fund my content.